70 bits. Oh boy.
Welcome to the Fantasy Zone. Get ready.
Yes. Excellent. Very good. It's one of the greatest Genesis games ever made, probably. Lots of people seem to think so. I don't disagree. Let me see here. Unmute this. Right. Huh. Swinging by! Let me adjust my microphone as loudly as possible. That's a good sound. Hexdralion! Thank you for the 5-7. Swinging by, thank you for the tier 1. Thank you for the follow as well, from the looks of it. Space Hoppercopter, thank you for the 70 bits, oh boy. Artemis! Thank you for the 1,701 whole years. I haven't even been streaming that long. That's fucking crazy. Anyway, we appear to have a frog race in the queue. You've been watching VODs for 2 weeks straight. Well, I am glad you enjoy them. I appreciate that you appreciate the VODs. I thank you. Hands are clasped together in thanks. We got a frog race in here. Let's hit that silly little frog button then. Place your bets. We're out of Wales! Thank you for the 34 whole years. What is this emote? What is this big beak bear emote? Holy shit, look at him go. You're all in? It's the first frog race of the day. You can't just go all in right away. I mean, unless you lock in and, like, win, then I guess it's fine. The odds aren't great, though. We got 38% on Rotan, 27 on Froggerton, 18 on Lord Simon of SSX fame, 17 on Froggymandius. Best of luck, everyone. Any cheaters? Any cheaters? No. It's a clean race. Frog number 2 is farthest ahead. Wait a minute, trying to maintain the lead. Frogs 3 and 4 are both there, though. They stop at the line. Rotan wins! They were both right there. They just stopped running. They ran out of juice. It's the most rigged race I've ever seen in my whole life. Pay it out to frog number 3, then. 331,000 new yen, given to 9 lucky winners. Congratulations, all 9 of yous. This shit rigged as hell. That's how I know I'm onto something, when even the mods are like, this shit is rigged. This is shit from a butt, dude. That's how I know it's just right. Anyway, Stampede, what do you got to say about how rigged that probably was?
Hey, Stampede, how about a poem?
The wind blows snow that eddies and swirls in the eaves. Through the glass, I watch it climb. Its chill draws heat from my bones. The wide, high pane stands before my hands, stretched wide, spoiled by the warmth inside.
I agree. Thank you, Stampede. DJ Avy! Timed it so that the alert wouldn't get slid off the screen with the stone slab transition. I like it. That's happened once before. I was not prepared for how funny that was. Thank you, DJ, for the 9 whole years. I'm still in a strategery mood. We gotta play more dank strategery games. What are we doing? I'll tell you what we're doing. We're gonna play a game by a company that I don't know if I've ever streamed anything by them. They're quite popular, I hear. Some young upstarts by the name of Atlas. I don't think Atlas comes up very often on this show. We gotta play King of Kings for the Famicom today. This is one of the first games they made. A very early Atlas NES strategery, published by Namcot. Is there a difference between Namco and Namcot? Why are they Namcot sometimes? I've never bothered to look up this. The T's silent, I believe you. I've never bothered. Namco Toys? I see. That makes perfect sense. T stands for treacherous, I believe that. That's probably true. Yeah, it's like a Kiyonami with the with the weird. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, let's play King of Kings. The first thing I noticed about this game is that it doesn't sound like any NES game I've ever played, like from a sound chip perspective. Like, that seems pretty fancy. I don't know what's going on under the hood there, but it seems quite a bit more advanced. PK something! Oh shit, it's playing a demo! It's playing a demo! Were the Fallens on this? No. No spoilers. No spoilers. Get me in there. Man, they really put so much text on this title screen, huh, for this translation? We got the multiplayer mode. 4-player multiplayer in this NES strategery game, by the way. Or you could do Lucifer's Conflict, which is the single-player story mode. Enemy versus Lucifer. Am I enemy? Party alliance, party economy. I think we're playing as spades. This is how it would denote the 4 players of the game. I believe we're blue and Lucifer is red. Lucifer obviously playing as hearts. As he often does. My lord, the evil Lucifer has conquered most of Atlantis. Formia remains. The Dark Army is closing in on the West Castle. You must stop this evil. Take this 1500 G and save Atlantis. Now go now and end Lucifer's evil conquest. Choose which type of unit I want to make. I can make a Hummin or a Myth. Give me a Hummin, please. I can make a fighter. What else can we make? We can make a goblin, we can make a harpy, and an elf. So here's what I know about this video game. Business Goose Gaming!
The hardest part of the coroner's job is moving the bodies. It's all dead weight.
Thank you, Business Goose Gaming, for the 100 bits. Thank you for the 100 dead weights. Here's what I know about this video game. I know that our economy is replenished every turn based on how many of these little towns we have, which at the moment is none of them. All we have is this castle. I know that the king, who is our only unit on screen right now, the king is who needs to create the units, and the king can only do that while situated in the castle, which he is. So we need to make a bunch of humans that can occupy these towns for us, so that our per-turn replenishment of money go up. So basically, we need to make a bunch of Hummins. Let's make several Hummins. Look at him go. Now, these guys are dog shit in combat, as far as I'm aware. Oh, the town's been taken! Make another one. We need to make several of these dorks. Is there a town down here? There sure is. Give me down there. Hang on. How do I perceive the full map? Dear Lord. Okay, we're the blue dots on the far right. Lucifer's on the far left. All the white specks in the middle are towns. Sly Dante. Thank you for the 67 whole years. Is this a Bible-related game? I don't think so. Although we have seen Lucifer already. I don't think it has anything to do with the Bible or Triple H. This away. Proto-Ogre Battle. I find that people can enjoy games easier when they don't force themselves to compare them to other games. Like, you do what you want, though. You do whatever. I'm not your dad. Let's take this harpy way the hell out here. Okay, we should probably try and safeguard some of these towns. Let's just park a couple harpies right there. As far as I'm aware, goblin, harpy, and elf form a, like, triangle. I believe goblin beats elf, elf beats harpy, harpy beats goblin? I think? I could be wrong on that. Elves have bows, and I'm almost positive they beat harpies, which are flying units. I could be wrong on that. Give me an elf. Just the one elf. I don't got that much money. That'll do. And then we probably want another fighter, to be honest. Maybe one more fighter. Maybe one more hummin'. Yeah, just the one elf. It's a stack of 8 elves, I believe. I think all of our units are 8 stacks. Yeah, this is a stack of 8 elves. And how much money we got? We got enough money for a little bit more, right? And then give me 2 goblins, I suppose. Alright, army deployed. Turns take a long time in this game, as the unit counts go up. End turn. So I don't know how long the story mode is, and in fact I don't know how long it takes to beat a single map. So I don't know if it's in any way reasonable to beat this within one stream. It's probably not. We'll see how we feel by the end of it. Should be pretty cozy, though. Should be a lot of silly little sprites moving around on a map. He's deploying... What did he have the harpy do a circle for? Okay. That's the end of the first turn. Resupplying units. So, units have food that they have to worry about. Like, if we look at our, like, unit list, you can see that they all have a food value. The way that you get food back is by parking that unit on top of any of your owned cities. Which is another reason we want to claim as many of them as possible. Excellent. And then we need to immediately mobilize this guy. We have no reason for him to be sitting here. Yeah, I got a list of my units. We had some other stuff in here, too. The member table, the performance table. Performance table? Here we go. We can see the actual type matchup chart. Movement, how many moves they can do, how much food, how fast they can move on each terrain type. The blue ones are units we don't see yet. The attack, here's the actual matchup chart of every unit's attack and defense. SK is probably skeleton if I had to guess. Goblin has a 90 against elves. Is that right? I think goblins are good against it. I think goblins are good against elves. I could be wrong. Yeah, it's Donkey Kong, probably. Holy Famicom Wars. Me with my entire perception of a genre is the one Nintendo game I've played. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. You're an innocent bystander. Where are we going? We got two fighters. I would probably like to intercept them. They have their own harpy there, but I kind of don't care. I think I'd love to intercept their fighters, because their fighters are what can take towns over, yeah? Get in there. Go, my son. I killed one guy. Okay, they killed no guys. That works for me. Orchers are strong against Harpies. So I need to position my Orcher to counter their Harpies. I don't know what I'm doing with this Harpy. Let's just move the goblins in some kind of way. What's up, True Dino? We need to just occupy space so that they cannot take our space. And then how much money we got? 200 bucks? I'm broke as hell. Give me another harpy, though. Are there terrain effects? Yes. Depending on where you attack from, you can get a defense bonus. I believe the initiator of the attack always deals more damage as well. Yeah, now we're extra broke. But we keep claiming more of the cities on the map, so it's fine. I think everybody has moved except this harpy. So how about I just jump you? There's apparently a crazy amount of variance in how much damage is dealt. I can't explain why the first attack was so bad, but the second one was so good. Save, there's a save game button, actually. End turn. Yeah, I don't know what we did to kill so many dudes there. This is an English translation, yeah. This did not come out in English. Elves are good against harpies. Devastating. That's alright, that's why we got goblins. Okay, my harpies have perished. They do start with more cities in their possession than us. I think they start with like 3 or 4. So we're going to be working from a little bit of a money deficit. Shouldn't be that hard to come back, though. No, you can only produce units at a castle. And as far as I'm aware, there's only 2 castles on this map. Lucifer's got 1. Lucifer's in this one. Lucifer's kind of scrunkly in there, actually. And then where our king is the other castle. Everything else is a city, not a castle. You can only flood units out from cities. I need to claim this. Can I move you through rocks? Oh, I can. It costs 2. Note that our guy has 5 movement. Costs 2 to go through these ronks. That's fine. We'll get that city next turn. Where else can my dudes go? I think I don't want to fight this harpy with a goblin. But I do need to get this goblin off of this city. How about I park him right here so they can't get it? And then you claim this. No. You go down here to claim this one. You can pick that up next turn. And then you grab this one. Yes, there we go. This music's from the game, yeah. They've got some kind of incredible sound chip that I've not heard from any other NES game. Now, can this goblin overtake... Can a squad of 8 goblins kill 2 harpies? Go, my goblins. Huge, let's go. There's only 2 harpies right here. I think we clean this up. Just stab them. Huge. Goblin Captain!
Goblin D's nuts.
Very good. Masterful gambit, sire. All of those are elves, huh? That's a problem. That's a big problem for me. Where can I go with this Horpy, then? You haven't really gone anywhere. Hang on, can I get the... Where is the, like, battle progress? Battle progress. We have 4 towns. They also have 4, but I think they started with 4. So we're already, like... We're already ahead of the game. This is a fucking no-fly zone for this Harpy. There's nothing but elves here. I think the play, though, is you park the Harpy on top of a city so that they can't walk their fighter into it. Because this guy can just walk right in to claim this city. I would prefer they are not able to do that. This fighter has not moved. You just get to steppin'. We'll find somewhere for you to go. And then we need more units! Give me an elf, please. And that's about all we can do this turn. I feel like we're doing fine. Castle screens are great, yeah. What is his fighter doing? They're not occupying any cities. That's a problem. So now his fighter can walk straight in and claim that. Now they're taking stuff over, yeah. But it's alright, we already have a foothold. Correct, Torendurg. Now, because that harpy is situated in a town, or at least, like, in the trees or whatever, it got a defense bonus. Lucifer is the hearts, yes. Our squadron of harpies is also leveling up as it engages in combat. Yeah, you can see that our harpies have 8 power, or 8 experience. They're dead now. Advance Wars teammate. Not even the Famicom Wars joke, huh? Resupplying units. Okay. What to do? I would love to get into this city if possible. We need to start nabbing... We need to start nabbing terrain. There are no goons here. Claim the farther one first, and then double back the next turn. There's this one, yeah. As long as our economy is ahead of his economy, we'll be A-okay, I think. So this is a level 3 Harpy stack, which is not ideal. I do have 1 elf.
Welcome to the fantasy zone. Get ready.
DJ Christopher Thomas. Thank you for the follow. If we attack from the mountains, we won't get hit nearly as hard. You can see that they have minus 50%. They didn't even kill 1, yeah. I believe goblins are good against elves, but I don't have a convenient way to reach them. So I think it might be wise to just sit on top of the city so that no one else takes it. I do need to move this fella. No, I didn't pick spades, they just gave me spades. We have a goblin that hasn't moved yet. But I don't think we need to. I think he's chilling. Back to the king then. How much money do we got? $600! I'm filthy, stinking rich! Give me a harpy. You have basically no reason to hold on to your money. Just fucking dump it every turn. Teleport back to the king. Give me another goon. Give me another elf, please. They can't move so quick, but that's okay. Show me the full map. Okay. Our units are a little spread out. We need to keep our fighters moving so that we can claim all these cities for ourselves. Are we winning the town war? No, 6 towns to 6 towns. 5 neutral towns remain on the map. We need to try and steal some of theirs. Everything gets easier if we simply make more money than them per turn. Elves have all the time in the world to travel. Harpies move like 14 spaces per turn. But every singular step consumes food, which is obviously not ideal. Is this a UFO 50 game? Is this Balatro Kingdoms? People have a hard time making sense of what their eyeballs are showing them. Was it Bobbert? Is this a video game? I think so. I might be wrong. It seems like one. It's got the ingredients of a video game. Now, what needs to be done? What needs to be done is we need to get this goblin off of this town so that I can claim it for myself. Give me that. One, two, three, four. You can also reach, so I need this goblin to move out of the way. Goblins are good against elves, so fight the elf from the mountain so you get the defense bonus. Excellent. And then move the fighter in. I'm feeling good. Feeling good about my tactics. Then we move this guy back one. And then we need to... Then we gotta try and move him down here. There's nobody down here! What am I doing with the rest of my turn? We're probably just trying to kill fellas, huh? Shoot this Horpy. Leaving them at 1 unit is totally fine. They'll have to pay maintenance on that unit, and it's, like, so weak that it doesn't matter. I have a Harpy of my own. How about, just to be a dick, we take this Harpy. We go up and over. And then we occupy this before the fighter can go in. Don't let them take the cities. Only a fighter can claim a city. Like, this Harpy cannot claim this for my side, but if the Harpy is sitting there, they can't take it. So they're gonna have to do something about that Harpy first. Who has not moved? You haven't moved. Is there a Harpy I can get you to shoot at? Yes, there is. Now, who hasn't gone? I have a fighter that hasn't moved. What am I gonna do with you? Is there anything down here? No. Where am I? Where is... This fella's lost in the sauce. Can you walk through the ocean? You can't. Alright, you're gonna have to go on a little pilgrimage. This is gonna take some time. I have an elf that hasn't moved. The top number is food. Bottom number is how many moves you have in the turn. Back to the king. I got $800. I need to flood the screen with goons. So let's do it. Yes, units heal while they're in a town, and they also restore their food while they're in a town. The castle is the only place that can spawn units, and the king is the only person that can spawn units. Gonna need more goblins? I got you, Doug. Back to the king. I still got money. Give me another goblin. I accidentally canceled my move. Okay, I don't think there's anything else I can do this turn. Everyone's moved except the king, who's not going to move. Resupplying units. So, basically the maintenance fee is paid for every unit that is on top of a city of theirs, like that harpy. So the harpy was getting its food back, it was getting its life back. That costs money. That's what you want to do if you want to preserve, like, a higher level unit without them just dying. That's a level 4 elf. That's a problem. Like, they got some high-level dudes. Because they keep doing encounters with the same people. My goblin! How dare. It's alright. We're sending more goblins. I'm not worried about it. That shouldn't hit too hard. Never mind. Even with the defense bonus from the town. There is some pretty crazy variance in how much damage is actually dealt. A non-portable strategery. I was going to play a Game Boy Color game by the name of Pocket King. But Pocket King is a sequel to this, I think. Or at least it's related in some spiritual way. So I said, you know, we'll play this one first. Round 5 over. You're throwing this stream up on the library high school? Am I allowed to swear? Am I allowed to swear on my own stream if it's at the library at the high school? Do I have to behave? Am I cooked? Okay, we need to do something about these high-level units that they've got. Level 3 Archer is a problem. Level 3 Harpy is a problem. Although I do have the mountain terrain advantage. So just shoot them. That's quite nice. You go down here. You can claim that city down there next turn. How are we doing economy-wise? We have 9 cities, they have 6. We have 1,000 gold this turn. We can absolutely fill the screen with dudes. 2 neutral cities next, huh? Or 2 neutral cities left. Now we gotta protect the ones we got. I do have a goblin. Goblins are good against elves. At least I'm pretty sure. So, beat them with sticks. Good enough. Really, I'm trying to orchestrate this level 4 archer's downfall. That's really what's happening here. he's become annoyingly powerful. They're going to claim this city right here. Oh no, it's already theirs. It's got a heart on it. Looks like they have an archer en route to claim this one, but my fighter should be able to get there first. We have all the other ones. Okay, first things first. Advance the goblin horde. Let's get them in there. These archers have had it too good for too long, I agree. This fella, I don't know what I'm gonna do with you. You're just gonna start walking. Just start walking, brother. I don't care where. I don't have a great way to deal with their archer. I guess I'll just keep shooting at it. Okay, we got 2. It's a level 4 unit still, but it's down to 2 guys. Tremendous. Now, who hasn't gone this turn? I have a harpy unaccounted for. This harpy is gonna stay right where the fuck it is. Because it's currently cock-blocking them, which has value. This fighter is also cock-blocking. I guess I could try to fight you from here. This is a really bad idea. Go, my fighters. Let's go! Fighters are not very strong against, like, anyone, which is why I was very skeptical that that would work out well. I would love to fight this fighter, because they're trying to take my other city with it. What's up, Banes? If I like this, I might unironically like Fire Emblem. I'm sure that I would. I haven't played any of them, but I'm sure that I would. Everyone else has gone. We need to produce more goons. Fetch me more goons. Harpies can move like 13 spaces a turn. It's crazy. More elves. We do have some units getting low on food. Back to the king. Another goblin. If I fill the screen with goblins, at some point everyone will die. I know this to be true. They can only survive the Goblin Brigade for so long. And we've got a pretty huge money lead now, right? Quantity over quality, exactly. That's my strat in Advance Wars. I'm a Sammy man. Believe me, I'm familiar with flooding the screen with, like, with, like, regular dudes. Yeah, we're still up 3 towns, so we have the money lead. We're making more money per turn than they are. End turn. Okay, a bunch of our dudes are about to die. Basically, every turn in this game is a crazy momentum swing. So I'm assuming several of my units are about to perish on their turn. Okay, that's great. The fighter moved already, so it cannot take that town. He's defending his towns. They didn't even kill the harpy. They are sending a bunch of fighters around. Fighters are, ironically, not good at fighting. But they're the only people that can claim cities. That's their job? That's what I'm saying. I don't understand it either. They're actually not great at it. I look at them the same way I look at settlers in Sid Meier's Civilization, where every time I see one I'm like, oh, that fella's gonna be trouble. I should probably do something about that guy. Casualties were surprisingly low that turn. Right. Let's see. Still got the same amount of cities. What's happening on the front lines? I would love to be able to move a fighter in here. They really badly want to take that town. They're fig tenders. There may be some truth to that. I would love to park a unit inside this town. That way they can't send a fighter up in there. We have several Horpies in the region. Just shoot it. Shoot the Horpy. Nice. Units level up pretty quick. I think every 4 experience is a level up. And these are all fighters, which are not good at anything. Actually, let me look at the attack table. I'll be honest, I don't actually know how to read this. Fighter 60, 60, 60, 20, 40. I don't actually know how to read this. I might be dumb. I might be stupid. Move these guys up. There's numbers and letters on it. There's emoticons, perhaps. Glyphs, serifs. What's up, Sillfire? I'm not stupid. I'm a little stupid. But I'm at peace with that. Why is their entire force? Let me look at the big picture here. Show me big map. Why is their entire force, like, at the top right there? Their castle is on the left end of it. This is their castle. We're actually much closer to it than I thought. We should probably be advancing, huh? Let's just advance then. Go, my goblin. Yeah, they're really, like, hyper-fixating on one town. That's fine with me. I'm totally okay with that. That one didn't go well. And I would love to just park another harpy in here. That way they have to kill the harpy in order to overtake the town. This fighter does not really have a role. You claim this one. Okay, this is good. So it should be 10 to 6? 10 towns to 6? Yeah, we're making like $400 more than them per turn. Who hasn't gone? I have an elf that hasn't moved. I need you to just kind of shoot at someone. I don't care who. Just get in there. Just shoot them. Excellent. Let's see, I've got an elf here, hasn't moved. Yeah, just kill something. I don't care what. No, this is a 1v1. I got some goblins ain't moved yet. Get the goblins involved. It's hard to keep track of an army this size, as it turns out. To the surprise of pretty much no one. I guess I'll just move towards that big clump of bodies. This fighter I don't want to move. This fighter I do need to move. I don't know where you're gonna go, friend, but you just go, just get there. This one is also holding important land. More goblins would solve the issue. I think you're right. I think the problem is I'm not throwing enough goblins at them. I think you're kind of spitting. One of each, please. Yeah, you can look at a convenient list to be like, okay, here's who hasn't moved yet. The Harpies can go directly to the front line from spawn, which is insane. As far as I'm aware, later maps have more than one castle. So, like, we're only allowed to spawn in units from our castle, but I think future maps have multiple castles. So if we move our king up to a neutral castle in the middle of the map, we can flood dudes in from there, which will speed up the war quite a bit. But on this map, we're forced to walk everybody in from the far side. More goblins. And then probably another harpy. Cool. We're not allowed to use many different kinds of units on this map, but the amount of stuff you have access to goes up as you go through the story, I'm pretty sure. And that's about all I can do this turn. Jesus Christ, he spent like 300 on maintenance. That's great news. That means he can't actually afford to spawn many more dudes in. Not my goblin. Huge. I'm glad that he tanked that, so they have to spend another attack on it. love the way that the battle screen looks. The way they cut the terrain in half. Yeah, like this music loop, it's very short, but I kind of don't mind it because it's a bop. This is like the most banging 5-second loop I've ever heard. The harpies continue to lock in. If they survive at 1, that's great because it forces them to waste another attack. I have no idea why he's doing donuts with his archer. Why is he doing donuts in the woods? This is advanced strategy. I don't fully understand it. Not my goblins. The counter? The retaliation attack is usually weaker than the initial one, so it's crazy that on defense we got 3 kills back. Yeah, that's fair. The goblins are very silly looking, I have to agree. I saw a skeleton, Sprite! I saw a skeleton for 2 seconds! They still were not able to take this city. So, like, I'm gonna occupy it again. I'm not going to attack. I'm not going to attack. I'm just gonna sit there and force them to take more time claiming it. He has a fighter here. He obviously wants to claim the 3 cities. He wants to claim all the cities that I have here with this fighter. I think we hassle you with the harpy, and then move the fighter in to hold the city. I got 1 kill. I'm absolutely devastated. And then we just kind of park you here. Super unknown! They were the 37 whole years. Move my guy into the woods so that he gets a defense bonus. I would happily kill you with a goblin. Huge. The fighters actually fought! I'm as surprised as you are. So, when you're moving in this game, if you ever line up, what's the word? Not diagonally. Orthogonally? Something like that? If you ever line up directly adjacent to them, you are forced to, like, do the encounter. So, if we go around this way, we can make it to the trees. That's a level 3 fighter. That's an issue. Go, my goblin. Okay, that was a great hit. They got nothing done in retaliation. What needs to happen here? Do they have any goblins that I can terrorize with my harpies? I think harpies are good against goblins. They don't. But I could certainly just sit on top of this city. One! Okay, at least they didn't kill anyone. Absolutely gutted. Absolutely devastated I got one kill. Just move them all in. I don't care how, just move them in. This is not a wise attack. I'm going to do it anyway. Yeah. What have I done? Who hasn't gone? My goblin's back here. Just move everybody in. Not this fighter. Elf? Yeah. But units only have so much food, so it's not like we can just traipse one singular unit all the way across the map. Like, at some point, they'd probably have to take a pit stop at one of the towns to get their food back. I think this is going pretty well, though. Let me see the... Show me big map? There's too many buttons. We certainly seem to have more of a presence on the map. I like what's happening here. We got most of the cities. All we need to do is hold them, and we're chilling. And we got so much money to make more dudes. Send dudes. Overwhelm them with superior quantities of dudes. Don't know what the origin of this exact genre is. If I had to guess, it's probably on, like, MSX or something. There's probably an MSX game that predates all of that. I couldn't tell you what it is. That's just what I feel like would be the truth. That's what I'm saying, Nod. Are there different types of humans? I'm not sure yet, to be honest. I assumed there'd have to be, but I couldn't tell you. Our options are very limited on this first map. I think that's all we can do this turn. We have a bunch of fighters that I don't want to move. It's based on something called War IRL. I'm not sure if that's right. Never heard of it. Not sure if that's true. Okay, yeah, we got way more dudes on screen. What does Stampede have to say about this strategy? There is a poem in the queue. I haven't pressed the poem button yet. Let me save the game, and then we can do that. How does saving work? Name. Map name. King Wilcom. Is that the name of the... Is that the name of the first map? King Wilcom. Sure, man. Whatever. Saving game file. I've done it. I've saved my game. Alright, Stampede, what do you have to say about King of Kings for the NES?
Hey, Stampede, how about a poem?
It's not a happy place between the dusk and the dawn.
That's true.
Deep below the well-lit and open spaces, I wait under the under. for them to come and rip me asunder, tearing my core until morning.
That's all true. Every word. Alright, end turn. I forgot how to end turn. It's the select button! Figured it out. He's doing donuts in the woods again. Oh, that's embarrassing. To lose more units during your attack. He did nothing! Let's go! My harpies are locking in. Not my gobos! How dare you! Rude, but I understand. How many lines Stampede got? Between the two games, between the two interstate games, there's something like 35 poems. Have I ever played any of the older Phantasy Star games? Last year, I played through all 4 of them on stream. They should be compiled into a playlist on the VOD channel. I think it was last year, yeah. What if I snuck in the thing Greg Eagles did? Greg Eagles did say hi to me once. That was pretty cool. I can't take credit for the spreadsheet. That is maintained by Lord JCW 555, friend of the stream. So we're right on his doorstep at this point. We just need to fucking charge straight in. Now the reason we don't have to pay any maintenance is because I'm head-assedly not not like feeding anyone. I'm not replenishing anyone's health or like food. I'm just like, if they die, they die. Honestly, it's probably more efficient that way. So that's their castle. We're actually right on their doorstep. I think we just kind of charge right in. I think we probably want to charge straight in some kind of way. But we still want to play the type matchups. I'm perfectly content to leave that archer in there. They have a level 3 fighter with only 2 dudes left. Goblins are good against archers, I'm pretty sure. So how about I use my archer to get this fighter out of the way? And then I can move my gobos in. Move my gobos in to deal with their archers. That feels pretty good. Go, my gobbo. Maybe just break up their whole formation? Maybe we just... maybe we just push right through the middle? What have I done? What have I done? It's 3 goblins? I attacked with a 3 stack? What have I done? I'm a fool. Damn, what a shot. Alright, everybody push up. We have the forest terrain advantage. Nice. Fighting from the trees is very nice. These harpies have not attacked, but it's only a 2-stack, so I don't really care. Yeah, the terrain bonuses are very important, I think. I'm just gonna try to spearhead right through the middle. Nothing? Devastating. As long as I keep all these towns in my possession, like, we're chillin'. This fighter is fine. This one is fine. You're fine. Yeah, they're all just holding it. They're all just holding terrain. I don't know what this harpy is doing. I mean, they're just distracting this level 3 fighter. They're just distracting it. This elf has not moved. I guess I would happily shoot this harpy up here. Good shot. It was a freebie, took no damage. Gotta go to your list of units every turn to figure out who's moved and who hasn't. I'm glad that they have this. Otherwise, it would be near impossible to work out who's gone and who hasn't gone. Puniketu making the very bold decision to try and backseat. Let's see how that pans out. More elves. Show me the big map. How's this looking? Okay, yeah, we're definitely, like, successfully pushing. I can probably... There's nobody defending this town over here. This level 3 fighter is just distracting. We could probably... Now here's the thing, though. If I move this fighter out of the way to try and capture this one... This fighter might then move in to capture this one, and then no progress is made. On the other hand, they might be too stupid to do that, so maybe we just capture this next turn. We don't know how smart they are. It is an NES game. Sometimes dumb decisions are made. Back to the king. How much money do I still have? I got so much money!
Welcome to the fantasy zone. Get ready.
2 candy, thank you for the follow. Back to the king. Another elf. Yeah, who is Wilcom? Is that the name of our king? News to me. I didn't vote for him, etc. They spent nothing on maintenance. I have no idea what their fighter is doing up there. I agree, yeah. There's probably a food situation emerging on the front line. The way I see it, the front line just dies and then we replace them with new guys. And then we didn't have to pay for any food for the guys that died. That's probably like there's probably some kind of a Geneva Convention being violated there, but you know, whatever. I find we can solve most problems by throwing dudes at it. Holy cow, my goblins are dead? Harpy just ran to the opposite end of the map. Literally at the boundary. Excellent. That's the Sammy Advance Wars approach, yeah, Super Unknown. Just throw infantry at them until they concede. Flood the map with so much infantry that no one can move anywhere, and then they get bored and concede. Round 9 over. Right. Let's see here. Teehee. You got anything else around here I could nab? No, not really. Unless I want to sneak all the way back here. What's the town situation? Battle progress. They only have 5 towns left. Their economy is like half the size of ours. We've, for the most part, pushed all the way up to their castle. There is a wall of goblins in the way. Brick wall of goblins. That's alright. I'll send my own brick wall of goblins. It ain't no problem. I need to kill this level 4 fighter. That's fine. One guy can't do much. Pretty good. Kill the level 4 fighter. Huge. Another goblin in the wall, that's kind of true. I can't believe this archer is still alive. Kill the harpy. How long have we been fighting this army? It's been the whole stream so far. It's just been this one stage. But who knows? For all we know, the campaign, the single-player campaign might be like 3 stages. But it could also be like 20, and it's like a 90-hour game. I guess we don't really know. I'm moving up. Wow, great hit. You have a good one, Ultra Gamer. Thank you for tuning in. This is a stack of 4 archers. We'd be attacking with disadvantage, but there's only 4 of them. I got nothing accomplished! I've sacked 1 harpy for no reason. There's a lesson in here somewhere. Overwhelm them with large quantities of dudes. That's a level 4 fighter. That's terrifying. Great hit, though. Drake's Karasu, they were the 34 whole years. Okay, we're definitely pushing in. We're successfully pushing our way in. I killed 1 goblin! What have I done? This fighter has still yet to kill this harpy. How is that possible? You stay there. Harpies move up. Where can I go? We go here. Kill this level 4 fighter, or attempt to. He lived. That's fine. Unit with 1 HP ain't that useful. Move everybody else in. We're getting close to being able to attack their castle. There's nowhere to move. There's too many bodies in the way. This is gonna take a while. That's true, we've kind of crashed their economy. Without cities, they can't afford to summon as many dudes. Whereas we have everything on screen right now. Plus, like, $1,000 more dollars? Yeah. It's a very laborious game. Like, I don't know if there's a fast way to do it. I don't know if there's speedrun strats for this. It really seems like you It's really seems like it's mostly attrition. You slowly kind of churn your way through. But it's an NES game. That's how a lot of them tend to be. RPGs, especially. More gobos. Help menus. There we go. And then one more elf. And I think that's about all we can do. Yeah. Intern. They spent a lot on maintenance. My harpy! Oh, they only got one. Excellent. Hey, how come they get to move on the map so fast? They can move on the map faster than I can. That's fucked up. Are there kings in this field? There's two kings. One of them is our king, whoever that is, and then the other one is literally Lucifer. He's finally killed that harpy. Goblins! My goblins! He's alive, though. Huge. What is this harpy doing? What's up, Goaty? We're playing King of Kings for the NES. This game rules. We are still on the first stage, though, and we've been streaming for like an hour and a half. Seems like stages take quite a while in this. But I guess that's how it's gotta be when there's this many units on screen. Like, there's so many dudes. Oh my god, they almost fully died in the counterattack. Yeah, maps are pretty long. They do let you save, though. They let you save at any time. Space Hoppercopter wants a frog race. Let's try and finish this turn first. First things first, shoot this harpy. Excellent. And then where do we go from there? I think harpies are good against goblins. So just fucking fight the goblin. I know there's 1,000 archers here, but I'm fine with this. This fighter is probably going to try and claim something of mine. Maybe I should move a harpy down just to hold, like... just to hold this city. In case he tries to take that. That is a level 4 fighter, that's a problem. One thing at a time, though. This is probably one of my best units. I have a level 4 archer of my own. That would be a bad move. There's no harpies for me to shoot at with my elves. They largely just have the type matchup on me. Gobos are good against archers, though. I also read the Wikipedia page, Typhus. Wait, that was a great hit! Yeah, there's a triangle between the elves, the harpies, and the goblins. There's a rock, paper, scissors to it. There's an archer in there with one guy left. This archer has one guy left. Really a blender. Yeah, look at this map. We've pushed up pretty far, though. Like, we're mostly at their castle. It would be nice to take a few more of their cities. This one is not claimed by anyone. So we could easily move this archer out of the way next turn and claim this. Just ruin their economy a bit more. This one also belongs to Lucifer. I need to put a fighter on this. Because our own fighters in the back line, looks like we don't need to protect them anymore because the fight isn't happening there. And that'll cripple their economy even more. Yeah, it belongs to Lucifer. That's not a joke. Well, you can't see it here. The story mode of this is Lucifer's Conquest. We could go say hi to him. He's over here somewhere. Where's Lucifer? There he is. Looking all, you know, Satan-y. I got so many dudes. Turns take so long now because of the sheer quantity of dudes. I think we got dudes back here as well. Yes, sir! There's nothing they'll be able to do to stop this many dudes. You haven't seen this level of dudage on the NES. I think the highest quantity of dudage I've seen on the NES was probably Tsupati Wars, which was the, like, bump combat risk game about high school delinquents that we played. I think that was probably the highest quantity of dudes I'd ever seen on the NES. Just an overwhelming quantity of dudes. This goblin has nothing to do. I guess I fight this fighter. This is probably not gonna do anything for me. Okay, we got a kill, that's fine. We died in the process, but I'm happy with the one kill we got. And then we save the game. So that we can do a frog race, because that's been in the queue for like 7 minutes. So let's do a quick frog race, and then we'll get back to this turn. It's only turn 11. What do you mean it's turn 11? We've been streaming for almost 2 hours! Holy cow, this game is the longest turns I've ever seen. Place your bets. It's only, yeah, it's turn 11. Hang on, I'm gonna do some critical research while you guys are spending your new yen irresponsibly. Alright, I've done the critical research.
And yo, Merry Christmas.
Space Operacopter!
Thanks.
Gifted a sub to Goaty! Thank you so much. Alright, what do we got? 31% on Returning Champion Rotan, 28 on Tricky Round Hands, 21 on Froghorn Leghorn, 20% on Ribbit the Drummer. Somebody might cheat and explode immediately. Alright, clean race. Frog number 2 farthest ahead. Everybody else keeps up. Frog number 4 there to contest. Wait a minute, he's at the line! No! Tricky Round Hands wins. 28% of the bet was on this boy. Alright, pay it out to frog number 2. 479,000 new yen. Given to 16 lucky winners. Congratulations, all 16 of yous. My condolences, everyone else. You let Goaty win? You're telling me Goaty got gifted a sub and then went all in on the frog race and like doubled his new yen? We gotta do something about this guy. It's getting out of control. Are there stats on who has the most lifetime wins? There actually are. Cynical Razor has a frog spreadsheet with like full stats on it, yeah. I don't know, I don't think we have a command for that though. And then I also need to... Yeah, there you go, thank you, some dwarf. And then we just need more dudes. Then we summon more dudes. We don't want to leave money on the table, there's nothing to save it for. Back to the king. Another elf. Would I rather have 0 new yen or 2 new yen? Very true. This is still the first stage, yeah. It's turn 11, nearly 2 hours in. All Alright, end my turn there, I guess. Yeah, look at their economy's in shambles. They only got 500 bucks. They can't summon that many more dudes. That means if we get past this wall of dudes, we're mostly home free. The problem with that is, their dudes are leveling up because we're forcing them into encounters. We have a huge money lead, which allows us to just overwhelm them. My gobos! Only 2 kills, let's go. Goofy ass. What's up, Snacker Fork? Yeah, I've never heard a NES game that sounds quite like this one. Apparently it uses its own, like, sound chip. Can I imagine it as 2 fan-made enhanced versions? That sounds right. I think this game also got a re-release in like a PS1 Namco collection or something. So like there's more versions of this than just the one we're playing. Masterful Gambit, sire. Just do donuts. Alright, you beat the shit out of my elves, I won't lie. Ooh. They're getting a lot of kills, but I got reinforcements right behind them. That's the end of round 11. It's turn 12. Okay, first things first. How can we fleece a couple more castles out of this? Or a couple more cities out of this? Move the archer off this town. Great shot. This is unoccupied, so just take it. And then I think we're on top of one of Lucifer's city. Yeah, this is also Lucifer's. So, like, literally just move the archer out of the way. And just take it? It's free real estate? This will cripple his economy even more. Now, where did that other fighter go? Okay, this fighter is eventually gonna try and overtake my shit. I'll send a little welcoming party down there for him. I'll send a couple... I can spare a couple dudes to fight that one guy. Because that Harpy is not going to be able to hold against a level 4 fighter. Meanwhile, on the actual, like, war front... This archer has breached containment. This is a level 4 fighter that's all by himself. But it's only one guy, so I'm not really worried about him. I'd rather rip into the 8 stack, to be honest. Okay, I got almost nothing accomplished there. Gobbo's good against archers. Uh-oh, not as good as I thought. That's fine. I have a harpy back here. I need to move this harpy in. You can just shoot from here. Nice battle, big fan. The map music is very pleasant, yeah. I'm a big fan. This is one lone archer. This is one guy. Can he secure a kill? He cannot. I deserve that. Who hasn't moved? They're vibing to the tunes, that's why they're walking in circles. I believe that. I don't have a great matchup on these gobbos. Great shot, though. Right. We should have more, yeah, we got more dudes back here. We have all the reinforcements we have to move up. And then we got like $10,000 with which to spawn in more reinforcements. Just move the entire line left. Go, my gob. The map being flip screen is very funny for some reason. I have no idea why it doesn't scroll. It's just, it's flip screen? Very odd. They have a shit ton of archers on the front line, so we need goblins to counter those. Zetsubera was right. We should have been gob-maxing from the start. Another one. And then some harpies, because they can just fly over this whole shit. There's no way they can get around this entire gigantic wall of dudes I'm sending. It takes a while to punch through, though. This harpy has not moved. Oh, I see. That's the one that's holding a critical position. Looks like we're almost out of space. It looks like we're capped at 32 dudes. Honestly, this guy I could probably move now. That one can stay there. He's holding valuable terrain. Back to the king. Yeah, it's a hydra of dudes. That's a good way to put it. Those are the kind of tactics you gotta have in this game. This seems more like a game of numbers than of tactics. You win the economy war, and then you just flood the screen with so much shit that they can't do anything about it. And he's only got 500 to work with. If his units cost the same amount that my units cost, 500 bucks really is not going to get him much. So he's mostly working with what's on the screen already. My elf! How dare you? No, the fighters are the only human units out there right now. They're the only ones available for this map. That was a hellacious counterattack. That backfired massively on you. Lamau. These attacks are not working out for you, friend. We were able to see a chart that had all the unit types on it. They were all abbreviated, so we can only surmise what they actually are, but there was a big matchup chart. We currently only have access to a tiny part of it. While you were betting on the frog race, I did look up how many stages were in the campaign. And yeah, it's only 4. It's a 4-stage campaign, which makes perfect sense given how long the stages seem to be. Yeah, that's what the times table was, is the matchup chart. He lived. He killed a guy all by himself. Nice. Nice shot. I have so much money. There's money positively pouring out of my pockets. Where did that fighter go? The fighter is fighting the harpies, huh? You don't think you've heard me be this quiet before? I think you maybe have your stream muted. Now, where are we going? Shout more, true. That's not my style. I'm not the jump up and down cartoon character style of streamer. I killed one? Can I shoutcast the combat? Genuinely, I don't think I'd be able to. It actually seems kind of hard to do. Archers are not a good matchup for that. Gobos are good against archers, though. Moving the gobos. That's amazing. How are things looking? Show me the full map. How are we looking? Okay, yeah, we've pushed them all the way the fuck back. This is great news. It's a pretty big map, yeah. It's the first map. You're supposed to be strong against elves, or you're supposed to be strong against harpies. What do you mean you couldn't kill them? That'll do. Catharis, thank you for the 56 whole years. This is one goblin, huh? I should probably just have him attack something. Go, my son. Let's go. I'll take that. It's a fair trade. Gobos are strong against archers, which is troubling. That went pretty well. I was about to say, you better kill this fucking guy. Right. Who hasn't moved? I got some archers I can move in. Unfortunately, it's all goblins at the front line. That's not ideal. Great shot. Devastating. Absolutely gutted, mate. But harpies are good against gobos. Send the gobos to their doom. How do I reach them? We go this way. Excellent. Where's their castle again? Oh, we're like right there. That's their castle. Send dudes. You cannot overcome this wall of dudes. It takes a long time to mobilize a force this size. This is an Atlas game, yeah, GeoZeo. So it makes perfect sense. Who hasn't moved? I've got an elf ain't moved. There's a fighter hasn't moved, although I'm content to have you sit there. I'm perfectly fine having this fighter sit here. Although maybe I mop up this one fighter real quick. Beat his ass. Can you imagine if he tanked that? Would have immediately gotten a promotion. I have a harpy hasn't moved. How about you jump this one archer? There's no way he lives. Ah! I'll never emotionally recover from this. Back to my king then, to spawn in more dudes. We probably just send in a bunch of harpies because their front line is a lot of gobos. Well, they have a bunch of archers in the front, though, now. Harpies can move really far, though. They're appealing. Because that doesn't take them 10 turns to get somewhere. And I'm basically at my unit cap anyway. So we're at the point we have excess money. Yeah, units have food. Basically, we get food when we camp our units on top of our own castle. They can get their food back. Every one space they move consumes food. I don't know what happens if they run out of food. I don't know if they die or what, but it doesn't seem like it's likely to become a real problem. This goblin in the front has 5 food, but, like, whatever. Intern. You work the same way with regards to food. I also need food to survive, I'm pretty sure. That was a level 4 elf he just destroyed. Oh, interesting. We can walk through that body of water, but not the other one. I should probably send a fighter up there. Cripple his economy even more. Hang on, we actually have, like, line of sight to their castle. Why is he backing up? Considering that harpies beat goblins, that's gotta be really depressing that you only killed 3 there. Same composer did Friday the 13th on NES. You know what? I hear it, yeah. I do hear the Friday the 13th, like, inside the house exploring music in this tune. Let's see here. How to leverage my type matchups. Porpies are good against Gobbos. There's gotta be a Gobbo I can drop you on. Excellent. NES Friday the 13th is really cool. I like it a lot. I actually have line of sight to their castle. King, we can fight their king now. Lucifer's back there. I killed no one. Okay, they're quite strong. It's gonna take some time to punch through that, I think. But we have such a huge troop advantage right now. I'm more than willing to just flood the screen. Let's see. Gobbos are good against archers. That's fine. We can overwhelm their castle. They're not going to have the economy they need to defend all this. Gobbos are good against archers. Archers are good against Horpies. I only got 2 kills. That's not ideal. This is a level 3 archer. Maybe they can do something here. This castle is very strong. I wonder if we're dealing any, like, damage to the first unit there. Like, I wonder if they have individual HP, or if we've dealt nothing, technically. Either way, their castle seems quite strong. But at least we're there. Ha! Nocturne Dustclaw! Thank you for the raid! Hope the stream went well. Ha! They were the 59 whole years! Hello there. Thank you so much. Hope you're having a swell day. Hope you had a swell stream. We're nearing the end of stage 1 of King of Kings for the NES. This is a mighty and formidable game. Only 4 stages in the campaign, but it seems like all of them are going to be, like, in the 2 to 3 hours range? But what if the maps get bigger? They might get even bigger. Final stage of this might take, like, 10 hours. That would be very intimidating. I would love to take that town of theirs. We do not currently have the means. They're defending this one. They have a wall of dudes there defending that one. Let me sit you on top of this. still extremely amused that this game is flip screen. You don't need to move. You do need to move. This entire back line needs to move up. Yeah, even from the start of the game, it was clear that the attacker has, like, advantage. No, we're playing an English translation of this. No English version. It would have been cool, though. I killed no one? That's a problem. We are doing some very ill-advised attacks against a bad matchup. I should probably not do that. Don't want to move you. This elf hasn't gone yet. Surely. I can't kill this elf. It's the strongest elf in the world, dude. I think everyone else is gone. Not this guy. Not these guys. Move them up. We don't really have room for more units either. So I guess I'll just end my turn. Let me look at the map. Show me big map. We're finally overrunning the area with with blue. We're making headway. Huh? Oh, I've looked at the small map. I pulled up small map. Interesting. I thought it would just be the normal map. This is the screen that scrolls. Oh, there's all their cities. Their cities are all way back there. That's why they're forming, like, this barrier. That's why they're forming a barrier with their units. They don't want the last of their economy taken. Ooh! Very bad attack for you, friend. Yeah, we gotta try and sneak we have to try and sneak a fighter back there so that we can steal one. He has a lot of dudes that are just kind of walking around doing nothing. That's really embarrassing for you. You couldn't kill 2 elves. He has a lot of units that he's backing up with. That elf died a hero's death. I'm not worried about it. The enemy's turtling. They're running out of options, is what's happening here. That was a great hit, though. That was a great hit for them. I think that was a level 1 goblin. Army's looking fudged, yeah. I don't know about this. I don't know why you're putting units back there, like I'm gonna go back there. I'm already at your castle, friend. We've yet to kill a single one of Lucifer's guards. There's only 4 people in the castle. It's not an 8-stack. How do I mop up the rest of these goons? Just push up. Gobbo's good against archers. Not the best hit. That's alright. I have 1 Gobbo here. Just 1? It's alright, he's gonna get a kill. Go, my son. Well, they didn't do much either now, did they? The goblin's a trooper, yeah. This is a level 5 archer. They just level up by fighting. I don't have a lane that allows me to attack the castle from the back door. This is only 3 harpies. Send the gobbos at this archer. Maybe I can kill 1. I'm happy with that. No, no. Get in here. Attack. There you go. Massive. That gives me room to move. Who do I want to move here? That's an archer. Do I have a goblin within range? Not really. I can't get a goblin in there. I didn't kill him. That's fucked up. You can't do that to someone. What have I done? Right, who still needs moving? Everyone. It's all going wrong. No, it's fine. They're running out of options rapidly. We just need to punch through a very heavily fortified wall. Move the back line up. Can you sack a human v human? Yes. I'd rather not let them have the opportunity to sneak back into one of these towns. And we don't got anyone else back there? Alright. We have some army space. Not much. We have some space. So how about you give me a few harpies? Harpies can get to the front line pretty quick. And then another one. And then, one more. It's a harpy party. Yeah, we're just gonna throw harpies to patch up the line. They're simply the fastest. This harpy has yet to do anything this turn. Not the greatest hit. Who else hasn't gone? This harpy hasn't gone yet. That's only a 4 stack of archers. Surely you can lock in? I'll take it. Who else hasn't gone this turn? Thank goodness they keep track. These fighters can stay right where they are. Hey. This harpy hasn't done anything, but it's only a 2 stack. It's not going to accomplish much. This elf can attack. You gotta like dig through your list of units, figure out who has a turn. You have a turn. One kill. Good enough. Yeah, we need that 2 stack to die so that we can put something more important there. He's got, like, no money, dude. I don't know if we're going to be able to do a second map today, given how long this one has taken. Yeah, their econ is in shambles. They can only afford to summon... Assuming that they have the same price as we have, they only have enough to summon at most, like, 3 goblins? I mean, fighters are cheap. They could summon a bunch of fighters, but fighters are weak to everything. Statistically speaking. Didn't stop them from nuking my stack of goblins, though, did it? This is good, though. There's a hole in the line, so I can move up someone healthy. Yeah, they're prolonging the inevitable at this point. We've successfully overwhelmed them. Yeah, looks like he's content to summon fighters. They are on the wrong side of the castle, though. And a lot of them are going backwards for reasons I can't fathom. Alright, this is a level 3 Harpy. I think we move the level 3 Harpy right into the castle to see if anything happens. We can't kill him. They didn't get much done either, though, so that's nice. Try and mop up these archers in front of us so that everybody can move in. Here we go. Move the back line up. Go, my gobbo. Tremendous. Alright, the gate is wide open. Level 2 fighter. Who am I sending in, though? I would love to send in a full 8 stack. I can't seem to hit any of them. They seem completely impervious to pain. We're at his doorstep, though. I try and move this guy up to take that from that guy. Yeah, the Harpies are not getting anything done. That's okay, we can figure this out. So that castle is now just free real estate. Alas, I cannot get a fighter onto it right now. I can put the goblin on it, though. We put the goblin here, just to hold it, really. Huge. We move the fighter in a little bit, the fighter takes it next turn, and then he has even less money to work with. Let's see, we got a Harpy here. Just to be petty as hell. Just to be super petty, kill this one guy. Huge. Yeah, we'll move a fighter across this river to grab this one. And then maybe once he's there, he can keep going to grab the ones further back. Kinda seems like we have to at this point. My Harpy Brigade. One of you needs to sit right here so that their fighter can't run in. We might have to send fighters at their castle. Wouldn't that be funny? Problem is they don't move so good, so if that's what we'd have to do, they'd take a while to get there. You cannot move. You send in our king? His king would have a defense bonus because he's in the castle. That would be very funny, though. This goblin has nothing to do. This goblin is out of food. He can't do much at all. Wall of dudes looking immaculate. Thank you. I worked really hard on it. I could make some fighters, I guess. Just a few. Give me a goblin. It's goblin time. And then another one. And then one more. And then that's about all I can do, I think. Maybe I can kill this goblin. There's only one of them! Let's go. Are there ogres in this? Probably. Not on the first stage. We don't have access to all that. This guy's got, like, no food. He can't do nothing. We got some foodless goblins that can't do nothing. That's okay. How are you gonna get out of this mess that you're in? You're in quite a pickle. He's opted to make space in the formation. I'm 100% okay with this. So yeah, we're gonna need to move our fighter in, maybe capture another city or two. Limit their options more. It's always funny when they attack and then the retaliation is more damage. Wasn't that one guy previously, but now it's two guys? That's fine, we'll go and take care of him. Uh-oh, I got no defense in the water! That's fine. It's a bad matchup for a goblin. I'm totally okay with them sending units out backwards. Yeah, he's summoning goblins. That's okay, those cost more than the fighters do. Yeah, bro's gobbin'? It's gonna take a while to get across this river, huh? Alright, move this goblin over. Attack the king. Their king is leveling up. Like, he has more power than he had before. He has the same defense value. Do take this castle. Or take this town. So that they got more money. Or so they have less money to work with. We need to destroy that city back there. Oh, I'm aware, Nobilis, yeah. There's just not a whole lot that can be done about it at present. Big fan of this one fighter in the woods. Alright, let's move the back line up a bit. And what will the fighter in the woods do? Could be that we have to attack with fighters, or could be that we just have to level up a unit. I guess we could look at the chart. Attack table. King. I'm not 100% sure what I'm meant to be gleaning from this. Harpy does seem to have the lowest number. Fighter has a 60 against kings. Yeah, it looks like it has to be fighters, huh? Thankfully, we have a few on the way. More hummins then. The only problem with these guys, they can barely move. Yeah, like 20 turns from now, it's fucking over for you, dude. I'm happy with that. I got this fighter on his way up here. That's all fine. That's all well and good. I guess I should probably go pester you. We've achieved nothing. That's okay. Soften them up when the fighters get there. Gobbo, I got nothing useful to do with this Gobbo. Except maybe attack their Gobbo. They don't seem to get stronger defensively when they level up. They only seem to deal more damage. Uh-oh. What have I done? Wait, that was a great hit for 3 dudes. Yeah, I'm happy with that trade. 100%. Lamount. We got some elves around the back here. Can't do much with them. That's a level 4 fighter. Great shot. Level 3. tremendous. Now, any units that we successfully send backwards to, like, go heal dips into their funds further because they have to pay the maintenance fee. That's also kind of a dub in itself. Now send this guy up. Shoot this harpy. I'm fine with that. No, I don't think the archers are going to be able to hurt them either. Looking at the attack chart, it looked like just about the only thing that would work is a fighter. Conveniently, we do have a fighter right there. So I guess we'll see. But it seems like this is a game about really specific type matchups. So it's a good thing they give you this table to look at. Because you, it seems like you need it. It seems like you kind of need to know what beats what. I'm looking at this column specifically, right? I'm looking at this column. It looks like nothing deals damage against the king except the fighter and the other king. Obviously, I've just drawn a penis. Don't worry about it. Intern. Alright, he's only got 400 bucks to his name. Draw it again. That was a hell of a hit. My dudes! I'm actually not too attached to the dudes here because they're not, like... they're not competent for the task we need them to accomplish. Yeah, the enemy gobos are doing kind of nice. They're doing great work. Okay, this is good. They attacked my goblin. It's a hell of a bop, yeah. We've been hearing this, like, map tune all day, and it's not become, like, tiresome. It's like the highest compliment you could receive. Alright, finally that guy's out of the way. I guess we could try to have the fighter attack the castle? Hey, look at that! That is the strat. We need fighters for them, huh? Send the fighter brigade! It's gonna take a while. We gotta go through mountains and shit. And they can only move 5 at a time. It's gonna take a bit. Everything must be done just so in this game. Alright, we got 4 fighters en route. It's gonna take them approximately 10 years to arrive, but I don't think it's going to be hard to hold the line in the meantime. We have a fighter here as well. One, two, three, four? Yeah, hang on. If we move this harpy out of the way, we can get another fighter in position. Here we go. Oh, baby. The castle is softening. Do we win if we beat the king? I'm pretty sure, yes. I believe our win condition is to defeat the enemy king, which I guess is Lucifer. That didn't go quite the way I planned it. We got gobos en route, we got fighters en route. This harpy is no longer doing anything important. Why don't you fly over here and terrorize this archer? I'll take it. It slows down his rate of healing. And then once our fighter gets here, we can take this one and then they'll have even less money. They'll only have, what, two towns left at that point? Wait, how much do they have? Battle progress. Yeah, they only have 3 cities. They're getting almost no money per turn. They're exclusively using it to pump out goblins. We're just fighting in the ocean, apparently. The line is too packed, I can't move. I can't make any progress on the line. I could throw this harpy, assuming that they'll die. Just throw them at you. I'll take my kill. Never mind. We're chilling. This gobbo has nowhere to go. We can't go that way. Alright. More dudes. More harpies, probably, because they can at least traverse the map at a decent speed. That's really funny, though. That means this is like... It means this is like a 12-hour game, despite being 4 stages. The longest stage is on the planet Earth. Although, we probably could have saved about 20 minutes, having looked at the type chart for the castle. Knowing that, like, fighters are the thing you need for it. But that's okay. End turn. Whew! He spent his whole paycheck on maintenance. You're not going to be able to spawn in much of anything, brother. It smells like brimstone and broke, yeah. I would still love to take that city at the top. If we can take that top one, cripple his economy even more. This could have easily been the entire game, just this one stage. Was his image. Drew a raccoon. Hang on. Castle is attacking. Oh, the castle has spawned in a new dude. Okay, so we need to, like, flood the castle then. Hang on. It's my turn. Let me look at the raccoon. The castle has respawned their dudes. That's where all their money went. This would be the strongest unit in the game. There's no doubt in my mind. Thank you, Tayoft. This is a level 3 fighter. I'll take it. So presumably then, every unit that we kill at the castle takes a significant portion out of their maintenance fee. I wonder if a level 3 archer can do it. Alas. Now let's see. How can I mop up these goons? Okay. This unit is almost clear. We'll be able to take that city next turn in all likelihood. We got our Gobbo squad en route. They don't have enough food to do much else. We got harpies back here. They'll just fly across the fucking map. Holy shit. Those are the kind of rolls you dream about. I guess I'll just have this guy go on a little adventure. It does seem like it. It seems like they expect a lot of dedication, yeah. It's a good way to put it. That's fine. I mean, we've come this far. We at least gotta finish this one stage. It's occurred to me as well that if we just occupy the spaces next to the castle, that he can't spawn in dudes there, you know? So like if we just hold all that space, more fighters. Yeah, he's trying to clear a space for dude printing. Taking this city up here will be a devastating blow. Or hell, we could even have this guy, if he has enough food, we could have him steal this afterwards. I don't have another fighter nearby that can do it. It would have to be him. I don't know if he'd have enough food, though. Your options are becoming very limited very fast. He's parking units on top of his cities. Partially so that I can't take them, but also partially so he can heal himself. But that too costs money that he needs to be able to spawn in dudes. He's cleared a lane. A small one, but he's cleared one. That's fine. Taking out my front line gives me space to put dudes there as well. This is totally fine with me. Round 19 over. Okay. Step 1. Try and take this city over here. Alright, we're gonna have to attack with both guys. Yeah, his turns are getting much shorter. That guy's finally gone, so I can move in and claim that next turn. This goblin's got, like, no food. I guess he's just gonna be annoying and attack from here. This is a level 4 fighter. Should be able to do a decent hit. Nice. Let's just plug up the holes in this line, shall we? I couldn't kill him. I can't believe it. This harpy has no function at this point. I need to just replace this harpy. Thank you. You've done me a service by allowing me to put something stronger there. What's up, Jimothy Hine? You see what you've done by slaying that harpy? Move the fighters up. These fighters are going to be very important very soon. Alright, we're finally approaching the end of this. We have him in so small of a box right now. I'm just gonna put this harpy here. Who hasn't attacked? You haven't. We take those. Now lets me move you up. Great turn. Alright, end the turn. He has no money. Broke ass! I didn't know it was possible to be that broke. You point and laugh at his broke ass. Yes, a frog race has been redeemed. Don't worry, I see it. Just give me a sec. Just give me a sec to figure this out. Okay. The all-important capture of this city. That reduces his gold per turn by like another 100. Tremendous. This is now a level 5 fighter. And I believe that these units, these castle units, are what's draining him of all of his money. Get another fighter in there. The fighters have arrived. Oh, baby, we're punching through. Move this goblin out of the way. Put another fighter in the front line. You're running out of options, Lucifer. How you gonna get out of this one? And then we plug up the lanes. We plug up the respawning lanes so that he can't spawn anything. There we go. Yeah, we got him in the box. I don't think there's any conceivable way you pull this one back. No, not a friendly game to rushing. We've been on this one map for 3 hours. Now, we did have to learn some things. We learned some valuable information about type matchups that might have sped it up a little bit, but, you know, you can't be expected to know these things first try. Just have all the fighters keep fighting.
Welcome to the Fantasy Zone. Get ready.
Debugging Fool, thank you for the follow. This is the level 6 one. Oh, I hit the wrong guy. I didn't attack Lucifer. Actually, that's totally fine. I'm fine with that too. Let's see, I could probably have you go on a little pilgrimage to take another one. Have this fighter sneak around this way to grab this one. Level 5 archer. I'm trying my best. I'm trying to keep up the pressure. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, move this archer out of the way. Give another fighter some space. We're not killing anyone, but that's okay. We're just rolling bad. Don't we have 2 more fighters back here? No, everyone's in, actually. Alright, intern. The turns have gotten quite short, haven't they? That harpy is insane, I admit. That's like a level 6 harpy. Lucifer just in the box. Ow, that's fucked up. That's okay, I have another fighter I can put there. That ain't no problem. Amazing shot. Can this gobbo get him? Pull him out. This is a level 4 harpy. There's a very small chance that he can kill anyone here. Yeah, like level 7? That was a very ill-advised attack, but also it's like... they weren't gonna do anything anyway. And then we just attack with all of our fighters at the front. And then at this point, it's literally just a matter of, like, rolling good. Rolling good enough to deal damage. Hey, we got 2! That's gonna make his turn pretty pathetic. Yeah, that level 1 warrior. Intern. He was only able to replenish 1 unit at his castle. The pressure's on. He didn't even attack. He just passed. He just passed a turn. Get him. Now, how do we kill Lucifer? Send the level 8 guy at him. Surely this level 8 guy can get him. Let's go! You vanquished Lucifer! From his body, a glowing red egg jumps out and full... So true. Lucifer has fled towards Erendia, but the fight is not over. Defeat the rest! Yeah, FL? He went to Florida? Crazy. And then it smash cuts us to map 2. What's this map looking like? It would explain everything about Florida. So the king starts at the castle, yeah? But yeah, there's another castle, so we could move the king there, theoretically, and spawn units from there. However, we don't got time for all that. I'm content having just done the 1 stage. So let's save the game, and then let's close the game, and then let's frog race, and then literally, then let's just get up out of here for today. This game is really cool. It seems like it would be a massive time investment that I'm not currently mentally prepared to undertake. So let's race frogs instead. Very cool game, though. I like what I've seen. Yeah, there's only 4 maps in the campaign. I assume they all take about that long. Unless there's some speed tech. There might be speed tech. When you get the other units during the other missions. The one that we were on, we probably had unlocked some. What do we got here? 32 on Bikle, 27 on Frogy Fresh, 21 on Koki Doki, 20% on Lord Tricky Round Hands trying to repeat their performance. Best of luck, everyone! Friendly reminder, it's possible for them to cheat and explode immediately. Okay. 2 and 3. 2 and 3, both at the line! Koki Doki wins! It's a lane 2 kind of a day. Lane 2 can't stop winning for some reason. Pay it out. Pay it out to Koki Doki. 401,000 new yen. Given to 11 lucky winners. Congratulations, all 11 is. My condolences. You're broke! I'm sorry, Bill. I'm very sorry. I hope you're enjoying your break, by the way, after big Spider-Man gaming. But congratulations, everyone, / condolences, everyone. That game was awesome. I'm a big fan. We'll probably check out Pocket King, the sequel, ? I think it's related in some way for the Game Boy Color. But that's going to do it for today. Kind of a short one, but at the same time, it felt like it took about 10 hours. Do you know what I mean? Well, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for sticking around. More gaming on Friday. Probably something more action-packed. I'll figure out what. I don't know what we're going to do. I'll figure it out in between streams. Where are we going? Retrograde Thomas appears to be playing Metal Gear Solid. I'm performing Recon. He's probably been streaming for like 9 hours. Might not be wise, because he might... He's only been live for 2 hours! Go get him! I never get to raid Tom. Retrograde Tom. Go over there. Go say hi to Tom. He's a cool dude. Throw scoots at him. If you don't got scoots, throw rack attacks at him. I'll see you all on Friday for something else. Something different. Something probably newer than 1988. Thank you for watching. Until next time, bye-bye!